we are doing however many things I can think of that I hate about the Mini. Because this car is going this year, I'm getting a new car. I'm done with this life. So the first thing we're going to go for is the sat-nav screen, which is this, and this is pretty much all it does. You can obviously reset your fuel consumption. It'll tell you your average speed, which is 28, which I drive motorway every day, so how is that right? So that's wrong. You've got a little temperature thing, and obviously you've got your range, and obviously just down there, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, I've got the petrol. That's also the second thing I hate, because I don't have a petrol light. Now I know it's no big deal, but I always wonder what happens after the last block goes, because I'm like, have I run out? Is that it? But and obviously here it will tell me where I am. I'm just baiting out where I live, how high I am, because that's really important apparently. The second thing I hate is these switches down here. I'm going to move it into drive so I can move this out of the way. So this is such a pain in the ass, because when you're driving obviously you're not really looking what switch you're hitting. So I always hit this one instead, which doesn't really matter because most of the time it's not night time. But this is so annoying. Obviously that's what you need to hit, and God knows, trying to open that one I don't even attempt here. But that is really annoying. I don't really know why they didn't just put them in the door cards, but I think it might be something to do with the whole classic Mini feel. So the next thing I hate is these leather seats. Now I'm all for leather seats apart from in the summer, because it has a glass roof. These seats become like 100 degrees too hot, and I can't even explain how hot I get, because it's actually disgusting. Like, they are the most uncomfortable things ever. Also, they're so slippery. You know, like when we're trying to do car stuff and you try and get grip on these seats and sort of
yeah, like when we're doing your wheel and I get sliding down.
Matt is always sliding backwards, so it's not just me. Whatever number we're on, thing I hate is the door cards, because they're absolutely pointless. One, how are you going to rest your arm on that? Like, it's all the way back here. That is pointless. And realistically, like, I've literally got to there, that's it. And you can see just by the rubbish that they're completely pointless. And I don't understand why they didn't just put the little switch for the windows in here. These door cards are pointless. You may as well just rip the door card off and put a bit of wood there, because that would probably be more useful. They're completely and utterly useless. Whatever number. The lack of space. Now I appreciate this car is a Mini, but the one thing I just don't understand is there would be people out there that are buying this with kids, you know, that don't have a lot of money, that are just buying it as a cheap runaround. Why put 4 seats in it when you can't actually use 4 seats? Now I sit really, really close to the steering wheel. Matt doesn't, so you can tell by the seats. That's me sitting close to like the thing. You can maybe fit some skinny child legs down there. Matt's side, however,
I might have to give you the camera.
Excuse the state of my car. I've got my breakfast in it and some tools. Down here, you're not going to get anything through there. Nothing will fit through there. And obviously, Matt, you're not the tallest person, are you?
Average height.
But realistically,
unless you're a nugget, you ain't fitting in the back.
And obviously the fact of there's no middle seat, there is just 2 seats. Now I appreciate it would have made it smaller, and the Scirocco obviously only has 2 seats as well. Yeah. Which, so it doesn't really make much difference, because Matt's is much wider and it's still only got 2 seats, and mine's much smaller and it's still only got 2 seats. I just don't understand why they even bothered with the rear seats. I appreciate it's probably for like insurance purposes, because obviously as soon as you take the 2 seats out it becomes very sporty. But it's just annoying. Actually, I've just thought of one extra thing I hate. If you...
yeah.
I was looking over that side because it's worse this side. It seems to be a Mini thing, because it's not just myself who's noticed it. But the lining drops down by quite a bit. If you look over this side, look.
All the things when I sit here.
It literally rests on Matt's head. Yeah, like look, if I flip the camera over, his hair is literally on that, so...
Like, I know I have taller hair than most people,
but yeah, that I've never noticed that. Sit back properly, does it? Yeah, it's even worse there. It's flicked your hair up. But... So I'm finishing this video in the rain. The spoiler. Where is it?
If you can call it a spoiler.
Where is it? Now I know on the Cooper S it does flick up a little bit, but for like a hot hatch, obviously I'm speaking more for the Cooper S benefits, but for a hot hatch, It's very.
You'd expect something a
very
bit
basic.
different, wouldn't you?
So that is something I don't like. It might be a bit wonky, but I hope you've enjoyed this video anyway. It was just a little video that we thought we'd throw together for anyone who's potentially looking to buy a Mini, because I feel like you don't really think of things like this until you actually buy a car.
Just until you've had it for a good couple of months.
Yeah, you start seeing like, oh, that's annoying,
Like,
that's
oh,
annoying,
that's
that's
getting on my
annoying.
nerves.
They're probably, I could have gone into a lot more detail, but at the moment I'm not really feeling the love with the car, so I feel like that wouldn't be a very fair opinion if I was like, I don't like it because it's a Mini and it's not what I want. But yeah, I will be getting a new car this year. When, I'm not too sure. What, I'm not going to tell you. The only person that actually knows what car I'm considering is Matthew. No one knows, and no one's going to know until I pick it up. Matt is also considering, aren't you? You're a bit, whether it's going to be this year or not, we don't know. Mine will probably be first, only because I'm in a bit more need for one, and with my finances and the car I'm choosing, it's just a little bit easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
With my finances, and my car wouldn't be as expensive as Matt's. Yeah, I'm just really excited to have a car that's going to be relatively new.
It's more a car that will work.
Yeah, I've got to that point. Well, me and Matt have both been having a really long chat recently, and we've both said, like, we're not sort of done with the modifying. We still will appreciate time and effort that goes into everyone's cars. We will still go to the shows. We will still, you know, do all of that, but we're not going to waste our time going to car park meets. Like, we love the scene, don't we? But
I think the best way to say it is we're done with ruining the car.
we want to
Like,
make a car look good.
Like, we've both had the cars where we've slammed them to the floor, where like they're barely drivable. Like, we've done that, so we're past it. We're on to the next stage now, where we're like, we just want the car to work but look good at the same time.
Like, we've just grown up a bit, really. And you know, that's it really. So gonna end the video right there. See you all later in another video. Who knows, might be things we hate about the Scirocco.
Maybe.
Who knows?
No one.
Bye.